Liverpool 2, Wolves 0. The season comes to an end and we do miss out of the Premier League again. Just like I think a lot of people thought, we was hoping. They say the hope kills you is what kills you. For 20 minutes, we were done. We thought, you know what? You never know. You never know. When Brighton scored, no one envisioned Brighton scoring. For 20 minutes, it was fun. But we come short again with 97 points.
It's obviously, it's a shame. Like I said, I kind of prepped. I said ages ago. I thought it was gone ages ago. The Leicester and the West Ham games is when I thought, you know what? Yeah, it's not going to be, because I think Carragher said something on commentary that you can't expect other teams to beat them for you when you can't do it yourself. Mm-hmm. So hats off to Man City. They're deservedly the champions. There's no two ways about it. They were the best team this year. Liverpool rode their luck at times. As did Man City, but Liverpool scraped it and it just felt like it was a fairy tale and it's meant to be. But they won. They were the best team this season.
Yeah. And a lot of people say Liverpool deserve credit for what they achieved. Yes, they do. What they've achieved is something unbelievable. No other team, Liverpool team, may never ever achieve that. What they've achieved in terms of the tally and just only losing one game all season. But as you said there, Man City deserve the full credit to go as they did, to go neck and neck with Liverpool and then to beat them by a point. And to say Liverpool had a great season, they've had a fantastic season.
To be so far behind and then make up them points is where I think you've just got to say, look, fair play. Obviously, it's been a real good season for Liverpool and Liverpool fans have loved it. But the reality is that we are not quite there at their level. It's close, but it's close margins. It's always at that level. That's what it is. It's fine margins between good and brilliant, and they are brilliant. So fair play. But as a Liverpool fan, our goalkeepers broke records for clean sheets. Centre backs got the player of the season. There's a Champions League final to look forward to. We've finished second in the Premier League. So it's all, and as we've
joint
always
golden
said,
boot as well, I think.
Yeah, joint golden boot. But that's what we've always said as Liverpool fans is progression. And I know that there's some idiotic fans out there from other clubs that say, oh yeah, he Klopp's a flop because he ain't won nothing. Well, end of the day, you've got to build up to something. Why give the guy a long-term contract if you don't believe that it's something that you have to build? It's a project, and as far as I'm concerned, it's going in the right direction. So, and those deluded fans are the ones that are getting beat by relegated teams. So let's just put it in perspective,
Well, the thing is, I'm not going to put any negativity on Liverpool's. People say, no, they could have won these games here. They drew games here. They should have done this.
Can't really talk like that,
if you said to someone, your team's going to lose one game all season, you'll say, fuck off, mate. Even Man City lost more games than us in the season. And all this stuff about trophies. Yes, trophies is what you play for, but it's not the most important thing in terms of a club. If you just go based on that short view of, trophies mean everything, you will end up like the Chelseas and the Man Uniteds. They wanted the short term in terms of let's go for the trophies, and they're not thinking about longevity. So I personally believe that Liverpool will still go on and do great in terms of the next sort of 5 to 10 years, and that's what you're trying to do. So 97 points. When you look back on it when you look back on the record, you're going to say, you know what, I was a part of that journey to see them Liverpool team. That Liverpool team there, no other team may never achieve 97 points. So I want to give full shout out and respect to every single Liverpool player in that squad for what they've achieved. It's been such a great season as a Liverpool fan to watch it. I think other fans have been tuning into Liverpool's games because they know it's just fucking entertaining.
I slightly disagree with you in the sense that I was part of that. I remember those that it doesn't mean anything really. The be all and end all is they need something to show for it.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, I don't mind that we haven't got a trophy at the moment. I don't mind
because the Champions League's there.
But the Champions League final. But and it's like even if they don't win the Champions, because you never know what can happen. It's a shootout, right? It's a one-off game.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is they're building towards something. As long as I can see that we're going in the right direction and we are progressing, in time we would like to see trophies, But you can't, walk before you run, as far as I'm concerned. It was crawl, which we've done, the crawling bits. We're now walking, and now you look to run. And now you got to look to kick on. That's what I'm saying. So you got to progress. There's the people that turn around and say to me, oh yeah, but there's nothing to show for it. He's rubbish. They're Liverpool are dead. All this, that's where you're spot on. That's people that are narrow-minded. Those are the same people that will turn around and saying, winning those trophies. I'll put it out to people now. Who won the Carling Cup 2 years ago? Off the top of your head, you probably can't call it unless you were the fan. It's not something that everyone's, who won the Europa League 3 seasons ago? I don't know. I couldn't even tell you who won it last year. Was United won last year, didn't they?
I don't know.
Well, this is my point. And it's no disrespect. It's not disrespecting those trophies, but it's just saying football fans, all of a sudden, when you're on top, the grass is always, you're always looking about this is where we are, this is where we belong. Then all of a sudden you start slipping down the pedestal, those trophies are massive now. So there's no disrespect to them, but you want to be challenging for major honours. And as long as we're doing that and we're getting closer to the major honours, that's what Liverpool fans are concerned about, I'd say. And it's a great ride.
The thing is, the fans that you're speaking about who question the whole Klopp thing, right? Their question would be is when do you begin to ask questions? Because that is a fair point. So say if Klopp keeps getting close, so next year he gets close again. If he doesn't win, he gets close again, he doesn't win. When do you begin to ask questions?
When you start progressing.
Yeah, but then so say if you come in second every year for the next 3 years.
So for me, you judge him after his contract. He's got a 6 years contract,
yeah.
Right? So if you've decided we're going to give this guy 6 years because there's a project, we're working towards a project. In 6 years, if you haven't got any closer to your goal and you believe that you're going stale, then you change it.
Yeah. So if I give you an example, 6 years have gone. Liverpool have not won a trophy. They've finished second every single year. You're on the final year. They finished second again, and they've lost in the semi-final. What do you do?
Is there somebody that can take him to the next level? That's what you got to think. Is there anybody available that's going to take him to that next level?
So do you just carry on with the same thing for the next 3-4 years? What I'm trying to say is that's what the question is asking. Don't just think that these fans are saying, Klopp's a flop. I get what they're trying to say. It's saying when do you begin to ask questions? That's what I'm trying to say.
And this is what I'm trying to answer, is that when you get to a stage where you give somebody 6 years, then you give that person 6 years. If after 6 years nothing's changed, right, and it's starting to become like, it's a bit like Arsenal.
Exactly like Arsenal.
Yeah, it becomes
but then they start to degrade.
Yeah, then it becomes like Arsenal. But for me, and as I said, I think I speak for most Liverpool fans, it's to say we've watched Liverpool do dumb shit, crazy dumb shit. Players that you aren't good enough to wear the shirt. It's a slippery slope. You look at Arsenal. Now that they just need someone's head because they're not where they want to be. Chelsea, some transfer ban. Man United, they are on the decline rapidly, right? So it's a fine line because you can turn around and be like, the grass is always greener. But who is that person that's going to come in to take you to the next level? Is there somebody out there available that can take you to the next level on the way that Liverpool want to do things? That's what you got to ask yourself. So I'd say in 6 years, you assess it and say, are we still progressing? The only progression from where we are at the moment is a trophy. Mm-hmm. So here's one for you. If let's just say for argument's sake, they did get a trophy in that 6 years, then what do you do? Offer them another 6? Is that what you think?
Yeah, for 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's one of those that you think, as far as I'm concerned, you give somebody a contract and you give them that time. Otherwise, you become just a club that's it's a merry-go-round. Yeah. Look at Chelsea. I don't think there's managers out there anymore. They've gone through so many. It's like, well, who would you go for now?
I totally agree with you. I think it's just short-term thinking. Okay, if we win a trophy next year, everything will sort itself out. It doesn't, and that's what's happened with Chelsea and the likes of Man United because they went for the trophy route. Okay, we've won some trophies, and it will just rub off on the players, and we'll keep winning. No, it doesn't work like that. And there's proven examples. So that's what I'm saying. You need to build a club. You need to build a team that's going to go for longevity, and that's what I'm saying. Liverpool. The success, you can see it. It's gonna come, and for the next 3-4 years, 5 years, whatever it is Liverpool are back where they would want to be in terms of competing for the major honours. So totally agree. And like I said, I've already said it. Big up to all the fans who've watched us through all this season. It's been a pleasure. So we're gonna take a break as well from after the Champions League, so that'd be good. But as a whole team, the Liverpool, the team, the Klopp, everything, the fans, I just think it's untouchable in terms of comparisons of other fans and teams and what they've done. And hopefully we can take all of that into the energy into the Champions League. And hopefully this gives us a little bit of a kick going to the Champions League. We don't want to have that feeling again of coming up too short. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
like I said, it's been a really enjoyable season. I know that it's weird because we feel it's like we've lost one game all year in the league, and it's like we still ain't won it. But it is what it is. We've enjoyed it. So we'll have a little bit of time off. I think we will try and do our team of the seasons. Team of the year and team of the year outside the top 6. So I think those are a couple of things that are left from us. But
before we go on the game today, just a quick overview. I mean, I know it doesn't mean much about it.
Was flat. It was a flat. Wolves are the better team. The Wolves actually dominated the game.
Wolves are sick.
Wolves are very decent. Wolves are very decent.
They like you said, they literally nullified a lot of shit that Liverpool were trying to do. It wasn't Liverpool were that bad, but like you said, we started off really well. We've got the goal, and you think that we're going to get a few more. But hats off to Wolves, man.
And Mane, by the way, that guy. I'm going to actually give myself credit because I actually did say, I did say, didn't I? Firmino, Salah had his year, Firmino had his moment. I was like, that guy will come good. Yeah. And as frustrating as he has been, he's always doing the right things. So respect.
He
to me.
deserved that golden boot. He deserved that golden boot.
Yeah. And who was your man of the match today?
You know what? I'm gonna give it to Divock Origi, bruv. I actually think, yeah. I actually thought Origi. You know what? Every time he got the ball, took the ball down, and then laid it off, and he did. I actually think he did good stuff.
I think you're still on that flipping Champions League high, mate.
Yeah. Nah. Well, who would you give it to?
Me, mate. Money.
Well, yeah.
Finished.
Yeah, finished.
And you know what? Big shout out to the goalkeeper. The clean sheet record is actually nuts, and he makes all the difference. Just plucking crosses out of the air, calms us all down. Fabinho he's come good towards the end of the season. The Bondar's been just nuts. Trent annoys the fuck out of me because he does get assists and he gets, the defensive wise, you look at it and think, bruv, get your shit together. But, bring on the Champions League final.
That's it. And then we'll see you then. So, let us know what you think about the whole season. Do you think our take on how the season's up and our reaction on the actual season itself, do you think we're saying the right things or do you think the mindset's wrong?
The question that he posed about the situation with Klopp, with certain fans saying, if you don't win anything, what is people's take on it? How long do you give somebody and when is it deemed a failure or not working? Because obviously our opinions are as they are, but I know that there's people out there that completely disagree and think that he's not good enough. So, that's definitely not me. But, and I don't think you're in that boat, but some people are thinking that. So, it'll be interesting to hear what people think.
So yeah, don't forget, until then, don't forget to share, like and subscribe and comment. Peace.